Hey, welcome back. This is TorNis, and I'm happy to present you something very interesting that I've been scouring for various demos in Steam Festival that is happening right now, turn-based RPGs and what's not. And this game popped into my feed quite a bit, and I played it on stream for quite a lot, in fact, as a demo, and I was so impressed with this game that I decided to make a separate, even YouTube video for that, and on top of that, a review. This is going to be one take, a YouTube review recording, so bear with me here. I'll try to be as quick as I can. I mean, it's a demo after all, and we'll show you pretty much all the good stuff. Alright, so the Dice Gambit, I initially thought to myself that this is going to be a it's another roguelite game, you know, random generated stuff, but turns out it's actually a campaign-based game, yeah, with the story integrated into it, so that's even better for me. And yeah, the visual art, like the music, I will jump right away into some aspects. The music in the demo is already phenomenal. In fact, this demo is basically just like a kind of like ready product, just a cut version of it. This felt like actually ready game already. It's like I haven't even encountered that many issues. There was some tooltips issues with the strings missing the connections, yeah, like the colors or just the code text integration is missing, yeah. But like, yeah, I played for 4 hours on stream, and then a little bit extra more, and yeah, very impressed with the demo presentation. I mean, you know how it is these days. A lot of demos are super scuffed, very raw, and but not this one. The music, the art is on a great level. Every tile set already pretty much exists, and there's variations of maps, and the music is various musics in menus, in combat, the victory screen. The art, the character art, so you can see it's pretty stylized and interesting enough here. It doesn't look like your standard Eastern, you know, like Japanese, Korean, Chinese game, or it's not exactly Western either. This game is made in Sweden, both developers and publishers. I had to Google that, so very cool in that regard too. As I'm also a European person, always nice to see inspiring developers from the European countries. And yeah, this looks like their first project also. There's no other projects, at least I couldn't find them, so there's that. Yeah, like, I know I'm probably right now just jumping into various topics, but yeah, usually I have more structured, so like I have notes to like what should I talk about, but I just, you know, want to do this video quickly and bam, bam, bim, bum, bum. All right, this main character here, by the way, it looks like pretty like me, by the way. Even my chat pointed out, yeah, it definitely has some resemblance. I mean, cartoonified like version of me. For a long period of time, I had an avatar that kind of looks like this person, actually. Just, of course, he's not enough swole, but that's besides the point. All right, now to some basic praise that I need to do. The menu, good job on implementing VSync. The cursor lock exists, even though it's not an option. Fantastic, good job. A lot of people these days have multiple monitors. I mean, developers probably aware of that. And let me praise probably the best feature that you can see right now in the screen: audio sliders. Thank you. Thank you so much for making default audio slider 50%. You can even make it 33%. But yeah, like, we need to move away from the era of when you launch the game for the first time and it just destroys your eardrums with 100% master volume and all sliders. Oh yes, thank you. I mean, developers probably aware of that too. That's why they did it. Great. Absolutely fantastic. So there's options for automatically roll dice. It's actually pretty useful in a gameplay, and there's analytics survey stuff. But yeah, you can even see the menus, interface, the animations. This screen already tells you the quality of the game. But yeah, let me quickly. I should probably show you the customization first. So basically, I'm gonna skip. There's the lore of this game is that you're becoming like a leader of the family inquisitions, and you're gonna effectively have this the system of heirs. You will start your family, then get the partner, then start making babies. And there's going to be a huge family tree as you play the game, and so yeah, this is one of those where you have the family connections. Of course, this concept is nothing new, but definitely not enough games where this is present. Anyway, let me show you quickly customization. You can just randomize. So this is demo, yeah, and I'll pretty much again, like I said, this is ready to go game. Just a small portion of it. The everything in the customization already works. The voice, you can even customize the dice, but symbols, patterns. Yeah, by the way, this is actually really important. I didn't realize how important customizing dice is when I first played the game, because I was confused. By the way, yeah, I should probably mention that to devs. So my dice was with this symbol here, but there was passive abilities and things like that that were they had this icon star, so I was confused. So I understood that the passive meant that I need to roll my like special key ability, basically, which was this symbol, but the passive icon was displaying this, which didn't exist. So again, they would probably handle that. Anyway, so there's also expressions. So this kind of chibified this is basically two. In other words, this is Vtubers here. Yeah, this is like a Vtuber generator here, if you will. All sorts of cute expressions during the gameplay. A lot of details. You can customize everything, colors. Funny thing is, I spend customizing this character probably more than I would probably do in AAA game. You know, I pointed out that during my stream last experience. But yeah, create a hero family. So yeah, this is just how the game starts. You have this customization, then every character that you recruit as your spouse and your kids, you can also customize them. Now let me load my game here, where I'm already in progress. So the game consists of two phases. Two places where the gameplay happens. Yeah, you have this kind of like the base, so to speak. Yeah, and then you have your missions, expeditions, and of course combats. So I will do quick comparisons to some games that obviously, like I always do. So you can think of this screen as like XCOM base or Darkest Dungeon. So you manage here your family. So Academy is a place where you can learn the classes here. The game already got plenty of classes. There's also undiscovered. Some of them in demo are not available. So each class got its own set of possible rewards. These are this rhombus, the square. It's a passive, and this is active abilities. And some of the classes I think share very few of those between them, but most of them are unique. So yeah, and yeah, these classes definitely play differently, and as expected. The game lore also got like three major like factions: Nova, Medos, Odyssey. Yeah, so it kind of like feels like you're playing, I don't know, Dune or like Command and Conquer here with all these three. But yeah, this the lore got three major factions, and story happens there. Anyway, so you can assign all classes, combine them, and the potential to break the game is real. So not to mention, if you have a high-level character, you already can like combine a bunch of stuff. But as you go with the system of the children, every time you create children, they inherit obviously the stuff from parents. Then you can try to combine some monstrosity. By the way, if you wonder how the children system works, it's basically like in-game lore incubator. I mean, you remember 3DS games, or like there's Conception, I think they were called, yeah, and the anime like the waifuing and then just creating children immediately, and then suddenly they're already adults. So this game also features something like that. You extract DNA from both parents, and then bam, bim, bam, you got yourself already a military force, another unit fighting for your cause. And you can pump out the children pretty much as much as you can possibly, well, by the system, yeah. So you, for example, I created another one. I mean, my starting parents, then I can create another one, then these will find, so here I can just click choose from one suitor, there's gonna be 3 like later, and then quick marriage, and then another character appears with their random stuff there, and then you can create immediately their children and so forth. But again, you need money for that, you need maintenance. Yeah, and the reason also there's a cap capacity. So there's that infirmary. This is a retiring thing if you have a like high-level character and you don't want to use them anymore, and they're too far behind in the family tree, like, and there's no reason to extract their skills anymore or something. You can just you get money by retiring them based on the level, yeah. The map looks like basically like in the Firaxis games, the last ones, XCOM Chimera Squads, and that Marvel Midnight Suns. You know, you click here, you have these like sectors, and you click the table or whatever, the holographic thingy, and you got yourself a map with the missions. Yeah, so how the game works is there's a bunch of story missions, and then there's my camera blocks that here right now. I will show you my camera blocks. So currently there's this timer on a very important mission, which is the 5-star difficulty, and if you run out of the timer, you lose the game. I asked the developers, is it possible to softlock your the family tree so that there's going to be a situation that you don't have children and characters anymore? They replied it's pretty much very hard to do, and I guess it depends whenever you have money or not, or resources. But yeah, I could imagine it's not going to be possible to softlock your tree. So the only way to lose properly the game is by running out of time and just not able to do this mission that is a story log. Also, yeah, I didn't even like this demo. Yeah, again, most demos are pretty quick, and I played this game for 4 hours, and I haven't finished my like main run, yeah, so to speak. So, I mean, there's a lot of missions to do still. So this is really impressive value for the demo. Again, you can put 6 hours, maybe even more if you. And on top of that, on demo they have the difficulty customization already. I haven't shown you that, but there's literally difficulty customization. You can create like really masochistic playthrough. But of course, I don't recommend that. You need to learn the game first. And of course, it's demo, and there's a lot of things that will be changed anyway. But nonetheless, it exists. You just need to understand what you're willing to like sacrifice stability of your run for difficulty or some fun elements. But yeah, so I said the game have some similarities to like Darkest Dungeon management systems, and like they probably were inspired by that. And there's one more thing. There's a lot of characters in the story, and they unlock as you play the game, and they get social links basically. So if you know Persona series, you talk to NPCs, and then you get these levels, and then you get a permanent passive unlock. So every character that you meet in the story have the same system. In fact, if you look at the missions here, you can see the expedition. Yeah, there's a character there. This is story characters, and basically, well, I can highlight this here, yeah. 7 points relation with the Victorians, so you can purposely, these missions are randomized once you complete the introduction phase of the game. So you can choose like which character you want to pump, and progress their the quote-unquote social link, yeah. And speaking of Persona, the whole timer, by the way, I forgot my camera again. This whole timer is also kind of Persona, yeah, if you remember, at least Persona 5, yeah. So in Persona 5, there's a timer when you have like the final day before you have to attack the palace here and stuff. I don't know, I haven't played Persona 3, maybe there's also a similar thing there. Again, they share the timer thing in there. the school system with days and weeks. So yeah, but again, nothing new really. There's a few other games that I know that utilize really well this whole like days left or weeks left. So again, cool. Likey. What else I need to talk here in the screen? I think I explained pretty much the concept of everything here. But yeah, you embark on the missions, you increase the reputation, you get money, you get stronger, you get experience, you learn new skills in academy, you get stronger. Then you can. The idea is that you can. The game claims there's like already 200 plus different like skills, passives combinations. You can freely break the game by making your super strong character. Yeah. So that's how it is, and. Let me do the mission quickly, or at least show you how the battles works, yeah. But should I show you difficulty customization? Is that really important right now in some demo and all that? I mean, I guess I could. It's part of the demo presentation and review. They even have the multiple slots and the ability to delete them, so it's pretty... The developers thought about things pretty cool, yeah. Alright, let's do the quickly random stuff here. There we go. The difficulty, yeah, so you can skip a game. By the way, some modifiers gets unlocked as you play the game. I don't know if there's gonna be more, but it's pretty cool. But yeah, there's a lot of gameplay, combat-related stuff. Yeah, this is kind of like Master of Orion 2, if you remember that game. You have the minus points and plus points, and you can customize the difficulty as much as you want. You have full freedom. There's a presets, which interesting enough, the hardest preset, Commander, it's 65 points, not even the top points. So again, the game definitely have potential to be very, very hard. When I played on the Knight, which is like intended the difficulty, by the way, I personally, well, again, I'm a very tactical and high level like player in the regards of tactics, right? So I personally haven't really felt, well, at least of course it's a beginning, it's a demo, but I never really felt being challenged really. So yeah, there's a timer, then that final mission I saw it also, there's a, well, you need to just prepare for it, you need to grind some levels, and what's not, of course, if you go there early, like, you're gonna get your ass kicked. But basically what I'm trying to say is if you know my content and you know my capabilities, like, basically, for me, this difficulty was, like, I didn't felt anything, yeah? That's my point. But again, you have to be careful with this whole difficulty thing. A game like this is probably, first of all, you need to understand the scope, the content, and unlocks this a lot of excitement progressing the story. So you don't necessarily need to, like, already from the beginning lock yourself into this masochistic degeneracy where you're gonna be very frustrated, because that could also kind of, you know, ruin your the gaming sessions. All right, let me load the mission expedition, and I'll show you the rest of the games, how it works. All right, let's do the 2-star mission, I guess, since it's most sensitive. I do have a new Bebe here, but well, I will just flex my parents, I guess. I figured out some cool strategy already with these parents. Anyway, so this is how the expedition works. Also, by the way, developers, I guess you're gonna look at this video later. The one thing I was a little bit, I think it needs to be slightly changed. The games at the introduction starts gives you the dices of the chromatic. How's this called again? Wait, there was a pop out. Oh, there we go. Chromatic saturation. It's like a penalty system if you use like the, so to speak, Joker-sided dice. I will explain it later as we fight. So this mechanic was technically present at the start of the game during the introductory phase, and the tooltip for the dice says the entire monsters are going to be stronger until end of the mission. Yeah. But in reality, that was not even a thing until you get to the couple final missions in the introduction phase. So basically, players, including myself, can get easily scared by using chromatic saturation dices, yeah. And in reality, they could have used it for free, which is a huge... so I play the game by not even using these dices, but I could have face rolled even harder if I knew that I could use them. Again, something like that. Anyway, so we have a map. These are gold. This is, I believe, it's a power-up. You spend your money in here to buy something cool. Also, there's energy, by the way. So this is I don't know, curious expedition, if you will. Yeah, you have like energy, food, and something like that. So you can either plan ahead to use only 7, or you can go min-max. You can be extremely greedy. So what happens is when you have no energy, you take some amount of damage. I'm not sure if it was a specific amount or it's percent. I think it's percent based, maybe 5, 10. I don't really remember. But you basically can move and take damage. The good news is that there's some healing nodes too, and you know, taking damage is definitely not the end of the world. Also, there's escape. What happens if I escape early? Do well, imagine TorNis escaping from expedition, but yeah, interesting. Maybe the week is gonna progress. Anyway, let's go here. It's a Steam pack of some kind of gonna give me a additional dice for 150 gold. Let's go. Pump my main character. So once stuff happens, this game is very stylish. Like the characters constantly, kind of like VTubers, they emote a lot. Yeah, whenever happens, whenever they're happy, sad, take damage, and stuff like that. Yeah, let's let me do one combat and then escape. Just for the oh, there we go. This is the reveal the entire map, I think, or at least some of it. No, it's the whole map. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I never seen this one before. It's probably actual event. Well, I want combat. Wow, there's a lot of gold here. But yeah, let's do this one. It's a new... For Nick. It's my name. Oh, Vtuber Nova. So yeah, there's a lot of conversations, and maybe there's also story integrated. Again, I definitely... try not to skip that because, again, this is a campaign-based game and you probably want to get into the lore. Also, the lore of this game is kind of interesting. You have the modern setting of the world mixed with the, you know, the swords, shields and magic and weird creatures. So, yeah, I'm not even sure how to call that, but... in the opening cinematic, you will see there's like a bikes and motorcycles and the modern looking setup, and so immediately. But then there's a lot of technology too. A package for you, yeah, package. You'll find a remote teleportation signal device. I need you to find and attach it to the chromatic specimen and the stain variety. Alright. Do you know that this device is non-negative per creatures? They may become even more hostile. This is some kind of special quest during the expedition. Capture a stain. Data collection. Interesting. I guess there will be something inside the combat. But yeah, you can see the preview of enemies. So for example, there's a stain there. And something else. But yeah, I'm already low on energy. But it doesn't matter, I'm gonna probably test the mechanic of escape. And of course I want to show you the combat. There's a stain enemy and stroke. It's a new enemy, by the way. Enemy that charges up fires and deadly beam. Charges. Alright, so like I said, there's already in this game there's tiles. Again, demo is demo, but they have a different tile sets and different layouts of missions, so great stuff. 6 enemies left to eliminate, capture a stain. How to capture them? Do I need to go melee them or something? So just like as a tactical game, you turn-based tactics, there's oh, I forgot the name. It's the classic UI of showing you the order of who's gonna go first, like the timeline of events. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. The music, by the way, again, you can hear each biome or tile set got a different tracks. Pretty cool stuff here. So you toss your dices, and this is the Chrome icon. This is what I've been talking about. Can be used in the place of an icon, but will stray an enemy for the rest of the expedition. During this tutorial phase, I was like, oh man, this is really bad. I don't know to stray. Also, it does not say how much until, of course, this mechanic was unlocked. So I think you can compare this mechanic to there's this Warhammer game, the Demon Hunters was called, I believe. Yeah, like a little bit XCOM-like. There was also this bar that progresses, and then bad stuff happens as it fills up. So in this game, there's also there you see there's 4 separations. Yeah. So at this level 0, nothing happens, but you can actually use 3 of those Chrome icons and be safe. Because, well, only 4th one I assume will activate level 1. I never did that. I was not even touching these icons, but yeah. So yeah, let's see if I can capture this thing. So how the game works is, there we go. Attach teleportation signal, target chromatic enemy within 3000. Teleportation signal. Okay, it doesn't even cost me anything, yeah? So there's the dices in the game. That's how you play with dice rolling. Each dice have 6 sides. I don't know if it's going to be later customizable of some kind, but probably not because it's game mechanics. So how the battle works, you have the basic attack, this symbol. You have a basic defense, this symbol. You have the move, which is this symbol. You can see it here appears. And then there's this symbol, which is signature icon. Again, it's customizable. And yeah, this is what I've been talking about, this passive that says whenever you roll with this icon, gain 1 inspiration. And I was confused because my dice doesn't have this icon because I customized to have a heart in it. So developers, you need to take care of, make it so that this icon adapts maybe somehow. But then again, each character have maybe different dice too. So well, it's not a hard thing to fix. I mean, unionize the idea of the signature icons. But yeah, just like a minor thing that I noticed. So you have the signature side, and the movement sides, there's 2 movement sides, which are because, well, makes sense because you need to move a lot. So the highest chance to roll is movement, obviously dice. And then there is a final side is the Chrome icon, which is basically Joker, but it's a Joker for the price of increasing this gauge, which will make enemies stronger again, if you will. But depending on the context, you might not even care about that. Oh, this enemy is pretty big, 21 HP. Pretty interesting. Okay, let's see what happens. Teleportation signal. This chromatic will be teleported away in 2 turns. Until then... that's what's happening. Okay, well, I don't care about that. So there's rerolls. You get there's going to be upgrades. I forgot to mention this, but social links unlock really useful stuff. Passives. Look at what do you expect? Everything like maximum caps of various parameters. The outside of the combat, you know. And new classes, new content effectively, and in combat you're gonna get all bonuses like more dice, more rerolls, and like once you play the game. I just cannot show it because I already progressed the story. Oh, by the way, yeah, now that I think about it, the menu outside of the combat, there's no way to check your quote-unquote social links. I believe, at least I haven't found a way to do that. So my relationship with the characters that this is probably going to be later introduced, yeah. So yeah, let's do some turns and see. So I have some abilities, yeah. I don't think I'm going to be spending time explaining them, but there's a lot of them. Definitely have fun trying to figure out how they work. But yeah, my main character have this fancy charge through the texture ability. Let's reroll these dices. and can from 3 defense, man. Not exactly what I wanted, but yeah. I have this ability here, which is AoE. And I have a kick. I have only 1 movement. Ouch. This is pretty unlucky, but at least I get the shields, I guess. Armor works similar like in a lot of games. You can like a card battler games. You have the value and then it halves next turn. And yeah, be careful if you can see this animation, the blue. If you don't have something, but you can still technically use it, but with the chroma icon, which will of course do this thing. But yeah, this is not exactly a lucky turn because I barely can just kill this enemy and that's it. Not really that impressive. Unlucky. Oh yeah, another critique I have for the game is that the game, as far as I haven't, yeah, so one critique I have for the game is that currently there's no way to know where you're gonna dodge or crit in the combat. It just happens and there's the cutscene like this happens, yeah. Like this game is tactical, yeah, but this element is just I cannot predict or calculate it. There's nothing. There's the character stats got the initiative. How many dice do you have? You're of course like I can show you here. There's no mention of crits. So crits and dodge is basically like hidden parameter. I don't know. So yeah, maybe it's by design like that. But again, this game tries to be very tactical, of course. And you cannot really kind of calculate that element, but then of course you can argument that, oh, you cannot calculate the dices too, it's all random. But I mean, you take what you get from dices and take the best out of the situation. Meanwhile, I cannot know whenever I'm gonna crit or dodge. So there's that. All right, I kill that, and then I can use this. I don't know if you start with this piercing charge guarantee as you start the game, but this ability is really cool. You can effectively dash through enemies and textures, which is very, very strong. And I'm not going to be using the chroma and turns, so now enemies are going to start moving. Once you play a game a little bit, you understand how the enemies work. And wait, they only 9 damage? Wait, wasn't he said that enemy that charges the front force the Libium? Maybe. There's also a bunch of useful tooltips, very impressive. There was some bugs with some of them, like this, here we go, HL, it's just like highlight, I assume, of some kind. And some tooltips in the demo, they have a broken string of code. Like, it will say that they don't know where to get the localization code for it. But yeah, stroke that charges a missive beam towards the knight, dealing a tremendous amount of damage after turn. Oh, it's delay damage. Hurls a large sphere, this is what they did. Sometimes the enemy does dumb things, which is, you know, kind of expected in games generally. I mean, we cannot expect every game to be like, I don't know, Urtuk tier, Urtuk the Desolation, where if you play on a hard top difficulty, you're expected to be massacred, and the AI is really well thought there, like, and with all the complications, or, you know, the games like Battle Brothers with the mods or stuff. But I mean, I'm just saying that, like, don't mind the. It's supposed to help you out. As a player, you're always going to be smarter and stuff like that. Right, so now my second character is up. Let's see what I got here. This is a defense build here I have. Oh, I can also use this. Well, I don't need to. My main abilities is Fortify, I have Exposure Shield, and so a bunch of cool stuff. But yeah, my goal is to kill everything in this encounter, so... Oh, I can grab my own character with this ability too, okay. Okay, shield. We're gonna buff here. And instead of re-rolling this dice, I could just save it for the next turn. So my main character, TorNis, here is gonna have potentially 2 rerolls, which is great. Does it say about capture? 1 turn, yeah, okay. So you see I absorbed the damage with shields, so pretty nice. Whoa, 3 signatures. Signature is pretty much one of the best things to roll. Unless you picked a really bad signature, which... I've seen some of the signatures, most when you create a Bebe. I mean, I haven't playtested that much yet, but some of the signatures are like, again, no, of course they have synergy and everything, but considering at the start of the game you're creating your first couple Bebes, you want to be probably more offensive than some gimmicky, like, utility / heavy support then, yeah? Because if you roll a signature dice, you probably want to be excited to do something flashy right about it instead of... there's also... not every combat, by the way, is just simple as like defeat enemies and that's it. There's also events like escort VIP, like unfortunately this game does have escort missions, like battles with the cute robot. And there's all sorts of a bunch of variations in combat. So again, great stuff for the demo, a lot of variety, it's not boring, constantly doing the same thing. Again, the demo got so much value. It feels like a finished already game, just to cut off basically the first act of the game. So again, I am happy that I managed to get into this demo and you know, show it on stream, and now I'm showing it on YouTube here. Right, next turn. Rolled 4 movement. This ability you can charge multiple enemies in a line, yeah. I can just kill this enemy too. With movement. 3 dices, yeah. I have a passive exposed. It's definitely recommend this passive if you manage to get it. It's super strong. It's free DPS every second hit. Very, very cool. So what I have here left, I don't think I have enough. The tip is I have is that if you got maximum amount of rerolls, and even if you don't care about reroll that much, you can still do it because you're gonna get guaranteed reroll on next turn. And yeah, this is not exactly great. You need to be a little bit away from these melee enemies because if you're closer to them, they will move and attack. Otherwise, they will quote-unquote sprint. It's a tip against the Stains, relatively basic enemy. I don't need the movement. Chroma. Well, actually... Oh, wait a second. Come to think about it, I don't... If I use Chroma right now, is it saves for the entire expedition? Like, even if it's not fill level? I can probably test that too, if I get the Chroma before I win right now. Wait, did I just kill the guy that I needed to capture? I think I did, oops. I'm just too excited to kill. And there's no more capture thing either. Oops. Yeah, my bad. Alright, we can just move away. And yeah, let's do the... Let's do a one tick here and see if it saves for the next combat. Yeah, I just, you know, I killed a lot of these enemies. I was like, this is the first time I'm doing this event. But yeah, the music is banging. You can tell that I'm enjoying it. If you watched my stream also of this game. But yeah, basically you can expect me, I will be playing, maybe even playtesting it also in the future. You know me, I work as actually QA in Quizimorph right now, and for many years I've been helping the developers and assisting them with feedback and what's not. My streams in general, I try to analyze deep dive break games, like dissect games. This is what I like to do. So again, the game is supposed to be released the first quarter of the next year, so not that long to wait, but nonetheless. Definitely gonna be now, after all this demo action, I will be guarantee covering this game on release, pretty much. Okay, let's just stack armor. Unkillable. But yeah, you can enable like automated. I don't know why I even rolled dice. You can also use there's this other option I haven't used. Let me show you. You can wait. Well, it's probably going to be useful in more complicated missions with 3 or 4 characters. Delay turn. You need to spend your movement dice for that. But yeah. Gonna be stacking defense here. We cannot do anything. There's a hotkeys on it. I use mouse, but obviously you can play. Okay, let's see. He's captured. Nice. GG. You happy? You're probably gonna get some points for this Vtuber Nova character. You can be mean, or the 3 options in every conversation got 3 options: kind of goody response, neutral response, and jerk response. You can roleplay if you want to, for sure. Oh, look at this screen and the music also when you win. Oh yeah, we got the 5 reputation for doing this side thing. Oh, there we go. This is the screen of the quote-unquote social link. You see, unlock class, unlock actual facility in your XCOM base, quote-unquote. The increase of maximum family size. So you see the passives that are gonna be useful for the game, and yeah. Very cool. And then the characters are happy when they get experience and level up here. Also, if you took damage, for some reason the developers made it that if you finish the battle with taking damage, it will show you that you took damage. So it's like it reminds you how you failed during the mission. This is specific combat. So, and then it will show you experience bar. I thought it's quite a bit interesting. Oh wow, ability that. What the heck is this? Ability that asks these dice types. Okay. Deal with armor damage. Wow, another defense. You could make a really tanky build here. Vanguard, yeah. Ah, this is what I wanted to know too. Now, okay, so I have a multi-classes there, and I had 1 level in Inquisition left, and then there was the another class there, yeah. So the game probably will random. So if you buy prematurely multiple classes, you're gonna get random skill. Like when you get level up, you're gonna get from random class that is still, so there's a slot here. Also, these trades are, by the way, pure cosmetic. Though when there's a crit or dodge, the characters will say something that's for the traits. Like, for example, I'm masochist here, so they actually tell masochistic things when they get hit. Yeah, so I guess it does have a difference, but not for the gameplay directly. Also, a fun fact, when I started the game on stream, I got by default Optimist and Masochist. This is, the reason I say this is because technically that is very fitting for me in real life too. You know, Masochist is in terms of my streaming career. and optimist as me, because I'm optimist. So yeah, that was kind of creepy in a way too, because I and managed to get that, and then I rolled spouse, my first partner, and they had the same traits too. Maybe it's just I don't know, scripted, but it felt a weird coincidence. All right, we got the dagger juggler here, specialist. Always hit with your daggers, draw a dagger on their own. Yeah, interesting. I like how, well, I haven't even got a dagger ability yet, so stuff like this, it doesn't matter right now. But yeah, fan of knives, I guess. I don't know what's the level cap, but there's something developers might need to look into it. I will show you it later because in a screen. But yeah, I wanted to see the first of all. Yeah, it's saved. Yeah, it says here in this menu. So yeah, even if you use one in that combat, it already saves the bar. All right, so now we have no energy. Let's pay attention to our HP. 10. Yeah, 10 HP. So wait, if you have high-level characters, that is going to be less effective. Yeah. Heal a character for 40. Nice. We can maximize that. And yeah, so to win the mission, you need this boss style. Yeah. But we're gonna do and see what happens when I board expedition. I assume I get all the things, but expedition failed, no gather gold. Really? But I gathered gold, no? Yeah, the weeks, the time goes forward, yeah, so why would he even escape, really? Just, well, in order to not die with the character, I guess. Yeah. There's a story here. No, you can even skip story when you have choices to make. Okay, that's interesting. So yeah, I wanted to. You see character slot level 15. I think I saw in Discord somebody said that there's level 30 or something, but I assume look at this character slot 15. So I don't know if it's a placeholder or something, but. Every menu with a character slot, there's number 15, so I assume that this is maximum level, but honestly, now that I think about it, it doesn't feel like it, because I can easily get, well, before the timer runs out, I can probably get like level 7, 8 or something, yeah, if I constantly use my starting character and play. By the way, if you disable tutorial, you're gonna miss on a value, yeah, I recommend it's gonna be probably a good thing to do as you start a full game, yeah? So starting the tutorial gives you kind of like edge. I don't know if the developers are gonna change that or not, because yeah, if I skip tutorial and introductory, I start with like almost no money, and I have disadvantages for sure. All right, yeah, this turns out to be a little bit actually longer than I was planning to, honestly. I was initially planning to make it like, I don't know, 10-20 minutes video showing you, oh, art is great, music is great, the gameplay, I will show you the battle, bam, I will show you like this XCOM base menu here, yeah, quickly, but it turns out I effectively explained everything to such detail that, you know, this video could be easily be relevant for the full game too. But yeah, so what is your main motivation to play a game like this? So progress the story campaign, see how it goes, all these wacky characters, just enjoy aesthetics, art, music if you like to. Of course, tactical turn-based lovers gonna enjoy the combat. Again, the combat, I haven't felt anything hard on the recommended difficulty, but there's customization available already, and yeah, but again, be careful. Like, customization is available, but you don't really get any extra reward, do you? Like, now that I think about it, I believe there's no extra reward for playing on these difficulties, which maybe, I don't know, maybe it needs to be kind of like looked into it, because yeah, the one motivation to play Iron Man hardest difficulty is like also is that you get presented with some kind of incentive for very like the difficult campaign you know, the progression, because at the end of the day, yeah, I saw the difficulty modifiers. There's like extra levels to enemies, like some less dice like than other things. It just takes away, so some stuff it just like takes away from you. Yeah, meanwhile you don't really get much. Again, it's too early to really talk about the difficulty and modifiers. We need to look into the full game and to see how I don't know the scope of the game, how many acts, what is the expected campaign length and all that, obviously. But yeah, I'm just saying that from what I've seen, all the resources that we possess here, the money and the family tree and this the skill progression system, you got to be also careful with not to overextend these modifiers, yeah, so that not become some unfun experience. Because yeah, even developers themselves, like they have a commander difficulty there or whatever, yeah, and preset, and it barely even have any negative modifiers. So think about that also. All right. Yeah, that will be it. I'm very, very impressed. I will link in my YouTube video description the game demo and you can wishlist the game there. Very impressed, considering all the stuff you see these days in demo and prologues or what's not on Steam. And you got this banger coming out, especially like from new studio. I assume it's new studio in Sweden, and yeah, I would love to even talk to devs, like have some kind of like small interview about their inspirations and what's not, how they been, what they experienced in game dev and industry. Yeah, I could see this game blowing up really, especially if some huge variety streamers like with 4 digits on Twitch, they're gonna stream this game consistently, and if there's gonna be like a lot of gameplay hooks, so to speak, yeah, that I could see this game succeeding very well. And I hope it will, because I can, like in this menu, I can see a lot of inspirations, yeah, already from various successful titles, which is a good thing. And another thing, I believe I mentioned it earlier on demo, but is in this video, but as I play demo like for 4 hours during the stream, I haven't actually even noticed bugs or like some problems, crashes, softlocks or anything. So again, very polished the demo. Yeah, there was some issues with tooltips. There was some questions about like specific ability on monsters, but again, I'm pretty sure Discord testers there in their server already working and submitting information too. And yes, I did present some my critique and some questions here in this video. We'll see what maybe dev's gonna answer. And yeah, if you're gonna play the demo, also you can tell me in the comments like how much you had fun with it and what kind of family you created. I already seen screenshots of some big families on Discord and even a trailer of the game. Also, for those who are wondering, if you lose your main character, or just in general you have situations that you don't have any more playable characters somehow, so what happens is that your family like tree will be kind of disconnected, and then like you'll be presented with a similar thing as when you start the game, like intro cinematic. You get you're gonna see that the male, you know, and a new quote-unquote distant relative is gonna come to the estate, and then they're gonna become like a leader. So the tree will continue, but it's gonna be like disconnected a bit, and that character that's gonna come is gonna share some visual traits of your existing family tree. So again, a lot of thought into the game. Just I don't know, I keep saying it, but I am honestly truly impressed with the presentation and what this product already have. Again, this game might be not for you. You see in the game battle systems. Again, some people might be tired of dices or like these kind of things. of course, but as a turn-based enjoyer, I think you got yourself a wish list, right? Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Wow, what a almost 1 hour for the demo review, Jesus. Well, there we go. And yeah, I'm not gonna do like funny, some final verdict score thing, because technically it's a demo. So, you know, for the full game I might do that, but yeah. Alright, I'll see you in the next one.